Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny 5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. And in today's video, we're going to be looking at Treasure Hunter, created by Sir Gentleman. So stay tuned, and let's check it out. All right, this was sent in by one of our Discord builders and golden patrons. Thank you so much for your support, Sir Gentleman. And here he says, "Hey Johnny, my name is Harj, aka Sir Gentleman, pronounced as Sir Gentleman. I present to you Treasure Hunter. It's my second attempt at making a coaster blueprint on Planet Coaster. I'm still new to all this and would love some feedback for what I can improve. The coaster is a generic pirate-themed coaster based on finding treasure. I hidden 2 golden treasure chests that you can only see by looking around the blueprint. I'll give you a hint. It may be underneath you." This applies to 2 different locations. The workshop description should supply info on ride times and pathing. Anyways, I hope you dig my lame attempt at a coaster. Thanks for all the work you do for the community, and I'm glad to be a part of it. Take care. You gotta be a little bit easier on yourself, my friend. A lame attempt. You worked hard on this creation. Go easy on yourself. Give yourself a little bit of credit and confidence. All right, guys, let's take a little closer look at this. Alrighty, everybody, here we are at the Treasure Hunter. Let's take a closer look at this. Already I'm a little bit iffy on this footprint. I think that if we just look at it here, it looks amazing. Zoom out. But I got feedback for you already. But we're gonna save it till the end. Let's do what we do and check out the coaster. So it's a Typhoon Barg Hest. Here's a look at the results. 1,000 meters, quite a long track on this one. 104 seconds. So pretty solid coaster content here for us to check out. So let's ride the coaster and talk about it. We got them boarded on right now. Let's check it out. All right, very nice stuff, sir, gentlemen. Let's talk about it, shall we? So, I want to start with the coaster first. I think the coaster was actually pretty fun. It had good banking. It was smooth. It was very interesting. It had a good layout. It interwove with itself quite nicely. A lot of good aspects. The only thing I really didn't like was the ending. It kind of felt like you were just like, how do I did this nice, compact, interesting coaster. Then you're like, how do I get it back? And then you just ran it across here, and it was slow. It was high. It didn't feel too good. And you have this building here that kind of gets in your way to connecting it back, which created this puzzling situation. I would have found a way to hug it back in through here somehow and up and over a building and then back in, just so it's doing something more interesting. And because of this coaster design running out here, I get what you're trying to do. You wanted some water splashes and stuff. I don't think that was necessary. If you were to do that, you should have done it somewhere in the center, somewhere integrated into the blueprint. You have basically all this water and stuff around the outside, and it's not in its own group. If you're doing water panels like this, you got to group them so people can choose to delete them with one button and put their own real water in. You got to give people both options. I think with this blueprint, all this outside rock, it's just not, it's an eyesore. It does not look good. And if we just crop your blueprint to about this size, it's actually pretty darn good. It's a nice blueprint. Your lighting's pretty good. It's a little bit hot on the orange there, but I still think it's solid overall. The boarding station looks well lit. It looks good. It's really good lighting. Daytime, I think your pirate theming looks solid. You know, you're lacking little bits of detail, like you probably should have put some wood trim here so it looks like a door. It just feels like there's a piece missing there, and either you need to make it look like it's destroyed and the coaster's coming out, or actually have it like it's an actual door. It just has this hole here. You need to build something into that to make sense of it, and you're just missing those little bits of polish and trim to make it sensical. But some of the angles, the shapes, and the look of the buildings looks really nice. It has some undulation. It's stilted. It has some docks. There's good work gone into here, good art gone into here. The rock work is pretty generic and not very detailed. It has some repetition, repeating rocks. It could use some weeds in between, variation of color and different boulders overall. You have this big rock mound here. I feel like it's a good part of the composition. If we look at it here, it just needs to be tightly polished a little bit more. But having said all that, what I would do with this blueprint is reduce it. Reduce it. This queue is just, setting this up, it looked bad to me. It didn't look too good, and that's just because of the placement. What you need here is a proper entrance. You have the welcome sign. You could have this nice, what is this called? Treasure hunter. You could have this nice treasure hunter sign here, glam it all up, use your pieces. You reduce all these rocks around the outside, and you're dealing with way more pieces to detail your buildings with, to detail everything with. I'm gonna have to like temporarily move this coaster or something. I would reduce all of this. It doesn't need to be there. It doesn't add anything to your blueprint, and it actually only takes away from it. And this, because you had your queue running all the way to the back here, this should actually become the back. And having this a mountain and all, it would look proper as the back, and you could get away with it looking more like a mountain. And we reduce this. Put the coaster back. Now, obviously, we have this pathing running around, but I already think the footprint looks cleaner. It looks nicer. Now you have so many pieces to work with. How many do we clear up there? 1,500. That's insane to me. So you can actually get all those bushes in there, add in different color boulders, make this feel more like a natural back end. You can get rid of these lamps as well and tighten it all up. Now you do have this little piece running around here, so what you could do is you can do some nice rock work or something around here and make this so, you know, you can have part of the guide. You can have some panels here that say sink me or whatever, and then you can tell people to add water here, and you get this nice little natural pond. that it runs around. And same with all this stuff. I mean, you're gonna have to figure something out for this part, but I would imagine, you know, you could tell people that the blueprint's meant to have water here, and there you go. And then you clean up all that stuff. It feels a little bit more natural, feels a little bit more clean. We don't have these repetitive rocks. That looks good to me from a distance. Yeah, coming into this park or this coaster, I'm excited to ride that. Before, it was a little bit, a little bit hard on the eyes. I think this is looking better already, and we've only reduced, and now we have opportunity to add. Like I said with the coaster, it probably doesn't need to come out this far. It's not adding anything to the composition, and in fact it's getting in the way. So you can find a way to, it's coming out of this rock cluster, wrap it back in, maybe have a little peak here where it comes through. You can just navigate its way back through here somewhere. You're just gonna have to find the right spot. It could even come through here and then around the building and back in, or you could just, yeah, that would probably be the best spot for it. Tighten it up. That's all you need to do, is tighten it up, and then you have the part count to go in and add some roof details here, some trim, and some polish. I think it looks great as a composition from here. Taking a thumbnail was actually easy for this one. So a lot of good things going for you. I think you just were having a hard time packaging it up, and then you're like, where do I do with the queue? Now this is the front, boom, throw in a nice sign. You're gonna have to do something about the porch here. It's gonna need, I think the exit should, you're not using, the coaster comes through here. Yeah, I didn't quite put it back properly, but you get the idea. The coaster's supposed to come through there. So you gotta figure out where this pathing's gonna need to come down. You're going to have to build some sort of a porch, because it would look much nicer coming out, going down some stairs, little garden out front, sign here or sign here, wrap it all nicely, and that being the entrance with the coaster teasing you behind. Looks good, solid. So clean it up. That's my feedback, and I think that's actually pretty good feedback for you. You're a builder, and this is looking very expert quality in terms of a composition. It just needs that polish, and the stuff you had on the outside looked very new builder-ish. We removed that, and suddenly it's looking advanced builder. So hopefully that feedback is helpful for you today, Sir Gentleman. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Am I right? Did that help? What would you do? Love to hear your guys' thoughts. And that's going to do it for this episode of Coaster Spotlight, everybody. If you guys enjoyed, please be sure to smash that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster videos. And if you would like to support the show, you could do so by becoming a patron. Links are down in the description below. All right, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.